Elephant Mahadevi is free and healing at Vantara. Madhuris 33 year wait, abuse injuries for 33 long years. Elephant Mahadevi Madhuri walked the same path in Kolhapur shackled in chains and controlled using weapons like an ankush hooked iron rod and returned to the same slab of concrete which was her home. She was forcibly made part of processions with tight ropes around her stomach, and brought back to her solitary confinement at Swasta Shri Jinsen Bhattarak Patacharya Mahaswami Sansthan Jain Math at Nandini village in Kolhapur. She kept battling multiple injuries, which were only ignored. At Anand Ambani's Vantaras Radhi Krishna Temple Elephant Welfare Trust, she is free for the first time in her life and recuperating from the physical and mental wounds. Vantara posted her recovery plan on its Instagram handle Madhuris initial health evaluation, revealing chronic foot issues like overgrown toenails and cuticles, signs of laminitis, a long-standing toenail abscess in the right hind foot, and painful swellings on both knees. Radiographs showed fractures and arthritis in her front feet. The team has now devised a detailed treatment protocol to address the root causes, ease her discomfort, improve mobility, and support her recovery. While we await her lab reports, her nutritionist is already planning a tailored diet. For now, Madhuri needs plenty of rest, comfort, and care. To everyone who's been concerned about Madhuri, we see you, we hear you. We promise her the highest standard of care, gentle, consistent and rooted in love. Nana post shared by Vantara. Vantaranand Mahadevi was separated from her mother when she was 3 and brought to the Jain Math in Kolhapur, reportedly from Karnataka. Since then, she was confined, all alone, to a concrete shed, far from the forests where she belonged. She was used for begging in the village. Explained from begging in chains in Kolhapur to freedom at Vantara after 33 years. Elephant Mahadevi's journey. Nanan in 2017, after years of excruciating loneliness and frustration from her cruel and bleak living conditions, Mahadevi fatally attacked the chief priest of the same Jain Math. Such incidents are not uncommon. Elephants held in cruel, unnatural conditions often lash out in frustration and from psychological distress. Despite this, Mahadevi was used to roll children in her trunk in exchange for money. Nana post shared by Vantara. Vantaranand following the chief Swamiji's death, temple trustees and former member of parliament Rayu Shetty urged the forest department to take custody of Mahadevi and relocate her to a zoo. In 2020, Shetty met PETA India's representatives, including then director Khushbu Gupta, and supported the rehabilitation of Elephant Mahadevi. Between 2012 to 2023, Mahadevi was transported illegally by the Jain Math at least 13 times across state borders to participate in processions. By this time, the Math had discovered that she could be rented and her suffering was monetized. Nanan in 2022-2023, she was taken to Telangana for participation in the Muharram procession. On July 30, 2023, Mahadevi was seized by the Telangana Forest Department for violation of Section 48A of the Wildlife Protection Act, 1972 for illegal transportation of an elephant from Maharashtra to Telangana. Mahadevi's custody was handed over to the Maharashtra Forest Department. Ever since, Mahadevi has not been under temple's ownership as she became seized government property. Nana post shared by Vantara. Vantaranand on June 20, 2024, Maharashtra's chief wildlife warden wrote to the high-powered committee of the Supreme Court recommending Elephant Mahadevi be rehabilitated. Her health kept deteriorating with grade 4 arthritis, foot rot, overgrown nails, and worn-out foot pads from spending a lifetime in chains on concrete. On July 28, 2025, the Supreme Court dismissed an appeal by the Jain Math challenging the Bombay High Court's July 16 order to transfer custody of Mahadevi. Despite her severe arthritis and other health issues caused by decades of cruelty, the Math sought to retain her. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Mahadevi's welfare and directed authorities to ensure her transport to sanctuary is carried out with her comfort as the top priority. Nanan despite the Supreme Court order, hooligans pelted hundreds of stones at PETA India and the sanctuary staff during Mahadevi's rescue from the Jain Math. A PETA India staff member suffered a severe rib injury after being directly hit with a stone. Sadab Haukat, a farmers' leader, attacked Shetty for politicizing the issue, saying Kolhapur's sentiments are attached to the elephant. CM Devendra Fadnavis said, "This is not a decision of the state government regarding Madhurai the elephant, it was a decision made by the Mumbai High Court." After the High Court's decision was challenged in the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court also upheld it in this matter. "As the government, we have only provided a report through the Forest Department." Responding to the protests, Vantara in a post said, "We feel the depth of love that surrounds her. At Vantara, she is held with gentle care, expert medical attention, and deep respect, in accordance with the direction of the Honorable Court." Nana post shared by Vantara Vantaranan. Swipe left for next video. On July 30, 2025, after 33 years living alone and parading for processions, elephant Mahadevi reached her new home, Vantara's Radhe Krishna Temple Elephant Welfare Trust rooted in Jamnagar. There, Mahadevi will live free from chains and weapons, and in the company of other elephants. She will also receive specialized veterinary care by world-class veterinarians, including hydrotherapy, to address her arthritic condition. PETA India and Federation of Indian Animal Protection Organizations FIAPO have each offered a mechanical elephant to the Jain Math, for use in the temple rituals, and encourage all temples to choose humane mechanical elephants in place of living elephants for animal welfare and human well-being. Latest blogs.